Climate change affects everyone, but it affects the poor more because their quality of housing is poor, they live in flood prone areas, and they have limited economic options. They have no savings, so they are vulnerable. Women are even more vulnerable. Due to stresses like heat increase, shortage of water, diseases, and frequent downpours, they become even further vulnerable. It is difficult for them to make long-term investments because their fallback options in terms of economy are extremely less. Thus, they further get caught into the poverty trap. And it's difficult for them to invest in resilience because long-term economic investments for the poor are non-feasible.
Women, being mainly responsible for the domestic activities like fetching water and food, caring for the sick, often working in confined areas, face the dual burden of climatic change. Further, having limited access to information and resources, their resilience capacity to deal with climatic change related to risk is low. Keeping these in mind, MHT is developing an urban resilience model aimed to build capacities of slum women to cope up with the climate stress of heat waves, flooding and inundation, water stress, vector and waterborne diseases. The proposed model will be community-based, women-led, integrated and partnership-based, evidence-based, and will focus on innovative communication strategies to promote a culture of resilience action. The primary concern of MHT is to implement resilience plans in slum and low-income localities in 7 cities of South Asia. But this has many information, institutional, technology and financial barriers. No one organization can help people to solve all this. The need of the day is for multiple resources group and institution to come together to suggest solutions. MHT is thus collaborating with multiple partners from academic and scientific communities, private sector, government and civil society to find solution for urban resilience. It was first essential to understand in depth the problem faced by the women. MHT chose to do this through the women themselves by equipping them with the tools of undertaking initial problem identification. The women then went back to their own communities to better understand the local context. The issues were varying according to the local terrain, climate and resources available, but situation was similar in Jaipur, Bhopal, Ranchi, Bhubaneswar and Dhaka. Equipped with local knowledge, Vikasini leaders then interacted with the technical experts in workshop mode to analyze the problems in the context of the stress area. As they wanted to understand the problem better so they can devise a strategy, the women went back in their areas to gather more information. The technical experts also joined them in this process.
पहले मुझे लगता था कि ज़्यादा बरसात होती थी, ज़्यादा गर्मी पड़ती थी, तब हम लोग यही समझते थे कि ये सब कुदरती है। तो बाद में पता चला कि ये सब कुदरती है, बरसात और गर्मी, पर उससे किस तरह से बचा जा सकता है, तो उसका उपाय भी मिलता है। तो जब मैं अपने वर्कशॉप में आई ना, तब मुझे पता चला कि है ना कि ये ज़्यादा गर्मी से किस तरह से बच सकते हैं। तो मोड रूफ जैसे माहिती मिली थी कि मोड रूफ सिस्टम मकान बना दो, ज़्यादा ऊंचा यानी ठंडा वातावरण रहे, तो मोड रूफ सिस्टम भी अच्छा लगा। तो मोटर रूफ सिस्टम मकान भी बनवा दिया। और बरसात में ज़्यादा पड़ता था तो जैसे कि मकान पानी टपकता था तो वो भी उससे राहत मिल गई, तो उससे बचने का उपाय मिला।
Simultaneously, city-based stakeholders meetings were organized in Ahmedabad, Bhubaneswar, and Dhaka. Wherever required, the expert also provided additional training to the women leaders. Together, we have been able to identify many local technologies and processes which can help in building resilience community. Some of the technical solutions have been tried out with the communities while others are being validated. Recognizing the critical need to focus on behavior change, a 3-day workshop with the women leaders and communication expert was organized. The women also developed their own indicators for a smart city, smart slum, and resilient family. With this vision in mind, the leaders once again sat together with the technical experts to devise a women-led climatic resilience model.
The roadmap has already been developed and the women are now charged to implement their action plan. We know that there are challenges ahead, but with the support of MHT, the Vikasini has already been doing it. They have a lot of experience and they are now determined to take this ahead.
અને અમે આ પરિવર્તનમાં જોડાયા પછી અમારે ત્યાં લોકોને ઘણો ફાયદો થયો, લાભ થયો અને ત્યાર પછી બીજી બધી જે સમસ્યાઓ આવી એનો અમે અમારી જાતે અમે સમસ્યાનો નિકાલ લાવ્યા અને એ પણ અમે MHTમાં જોડાયા પછી અને ત્યાર પછી હવે આ જળવાયુ પરિવર્તન છે એમાં પણ અમે અમારી રીતે જ અમે સમસ્યાનો નિકાલ લાવીશું કે જેથી કે અમે અને અમારા છોકરાઓના ભવિષ્ય માટે અને એની અમે તૈયારી પણ અત્યારે કરી રહ્યા છીએ.
The roads are bumpy, hard and grind. But if we have promises to keep and miles to go before we sleep and miles to go before we sleep.